This is Hollywood Rising.
This is Hollywood Rising.
This is Hollywood Rising.
This is Hollywood Rising.
ELLE, what was your most memorable day on the set of Yellow Jackets?
When we filmed the scene of the plane, it had just crashed and everyone's waking up and screaming and freaking out and trying to get out of the airplane. So I'm like asleep with my eyes closed and all I can hear is like 12 girls just screaming. It sounded like they were giving birth. I'm not gonna do an impression, you can imagine. Who is your dream co-star, besides from me?
Who's my dream co-star aside from you? My dream co-star, aside from ELLE Purnell, would maybe be ELLE Purnell's mom. I gotta stop joking.
What are you saying about my
mom? Nothing. Molly, who are your comedy icons?
Will Ferrell is definitely one of my comedy icons, and he is truly the meanest person I've ever met in my entire life. It's so crazy. No, he's genuinely the nicest person I've ever met, and so it was so exciting to have been such a fan of his and then get to know him, and he's like even better in person. Brandon, what is your pinch me Hollywood moment?
I was on a Zoom call with Jordan Peele. The character that I brought to the audition was just way different than what he wrote for in the original Nope script. So he was like, you know, in order to cast you, I'd have to rewrite the entire script. And then I was sitting there thinking like, all right, I'm gonna take the L. Like, damn, I'm not getting this part. And then he's like, so you know what? I'm gonna rewrite the script. It's floating around online of me just like, oh, thank you, man, you changed my life. Love it. All right, Emma, what does a dream role look like for you?
I don't really have any specific like character that I madly need to play other than like a bad guy. That was always something that I was drawn to as a kid. Like all the Harry Potter villains, all the people that you shouldn't like in movies were like obsessions for me.
Anna, who is your dream collaborator?
I would love to work with more female creatives, but also hopefully some Japanese people. I love Hikari, I love Koreeda Kantoku, who is from Japan. What is the biggest risk you've taken in your career so far?
Trying to achieve music and acting at the same time. The project that I was on a few years ago called Star is a music show. So it was pretty easy to combine the two because I was singing, dancing, and acting all at the same time. And it was a pretty nice transition into everything to the point where, you know, people wouldn't see me as just one thing. What has been the proudest moment of your career so far?
The proudest moment in my career so far is Reservation Dogs for FX, seeing the youth dressing up as us for Halloween, seeing the elders feel like they've been represented, seeing my community as a whole feeling represented all across North America. I'm very proud. What's a genre that you haven't explored yet that you would like to do?
A genre I haven't explored but would like to is romance. I prefer more like a serious, really depressing romantic film. Well, not like super depressing, but Notebook vibe, you know. What is your pinch me Hollywood moment?
I got to shake hands with Michelle Yeoh, and I'm glad we were shaking hands because I feel like if I didn't have a third point of contact, I would have fallen to the floor. Nick, if you could star in a remake, which one would it be and what role would you play? And why are you so mean to me?
It would be a choice of two iconic action movies. One would be Braveheart, and I'd love to play William Wallace. And the other would be Troy, and I'd love to play Achilles in it. And why I hate Havana, it's because she's a terrible person, and everyone knows that. What's one role you wish you auditioned for?
I really wish I could have gone back in the 70s and auditioned for Sally Bowles. Liza Minnelli's amazing, but I love Cabaret so much, and if there was a remake, they should cast me.